So this is our third and final lesson on working our way through the Michaelmas revision pack. Okay, as you know, this is just really to allow us to consolidate our understanding. It's not that it's actually building up to a real life test. Now, by the end of this lesson, please, I want you all to have got and answered those questions that I've put in as an assignment. Okay, so you'll see that the usual page where you can upload work to, okay, is I've left this question box here. You can just open up the question box and just answer each of these questions, and you know, and you can just make the box bigger. So the idea is that I've got a feel by the end of this lesson on how you've got on. Okay, obviously this lesson I'm going to be open to answering any questions you may have that you haven't understood. So any of those 35 questions, I'm expecting to say, I can't do this bit, I can't do that bit, and what have you. If you are watching this live, if you're not watching this live, if you're watching it on recording, obviously you've missed that opportunity, but do remember that I've got a YouTube video explaining all the answers anyway. So just go and have a look at that. And there's lots of places you can find that. I put the link of that on Teams. I put the link on that on Show My Homework, or you can just go into YouTube and just search Maths by Mr. Withers. Okay, so I think I see that 3 or 4 of you have already handed this in, so that would mean that you're probably done already. That's great. Well done for working so hard. I would like you to allocate your maths time today if you've already finished this revision pack. I'd like you to allocate your maths time to the following. First of all, any outstanding assignments that you haven't done at all. So if you've got some of the ones that I've set you haven't got around to doing, fill in your gaps. And then secondly, try and improve your marks. Okay, I think there's only one of you who's on the perfect 100% for everything. So and if you've done that, then the next thing to do would just be to fish around and find some alternative Hegarty quizzes of material that you're familiar with, and just try and get a few more 100% towards our first to 50 challenge. Okay, just to remind you, don't do any of the first 50 videos. I think that well, you can do, but they won't count towards the first to 50 because I think they're a bit easier. They're a bit junior school. So I think anything, just anything that's been in that revision pack, any of those topics, just go and search for those and get those done, and that would be extra useful revision practice. Okay, so that was all I really wanted to do to introduce this lesson, because I want to make sure. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to say is, what mark did you get? Please don't worry if by the end of this lesson that you haven't finished. It doesn't matter. So if you've only done 15 questions, no, say you've got 15 out of 20, right? Just say, what mark did you get 15 out of 20? Okay, so just let me know how many questions you've done and how many you've got right, how many you understand. Okay. Right, okay, so if anybody's got any specific questions they would like me to go over now, that's really what I want to do for the rest of this live part of the lesson. So you're obviously very welcome to unmute now and give me the question number that you would like me to talk you through. No one?
Yeah, I've got one, but I'm trying. Oh yeah, question 24.
24, cool. Let's go to 24. Okay, so now probabilities by definition add up to a whole. They add up to 1. Okay, that's so if you were playing a game of tennis and you can either win or you can lose, if the chances of winning is 1/3, then by definition the chances of losing is 2/3. Okay, because the probability of 1 is certainty, and if there's only 2 options, then the 2 of those added together must equal a whole. So if we've got a classroom of some boys and girls, okay, and we're told that the probability of picking a boy is 0.35, then the rest of the decimal to take us up to 1 must be the probability of picking a girl, because the 2 numbers together have got to add up to 1. So you just simply do 1, take away the probability of a boy, and that gives you a probability of a girl being 0.65. Probability of a girl 0.65, probability of a boy 0.35. Add those together, you get a whole, you get 1. So that was not too bad. Anyone got any other specific question that they'd like me just to run through now? Okay, I think what I will do then, because I'm surprised none of you have mentioned the very last question, so I'm going to run through that one anyway. Okay, I thought this was quite tricky, particularly as I think there might have been a little typo in my video. Okay, so we're told a couple of product to prime factors up here. We're told a couple of facts that 7056 breaks down into these components and 168 breaks down into these components. Now we're being asked, is 168 a factor of 7056? So is 168 a factor of 7056? Now if it is a factor, then all of this here has to be contained within that. Okay, it's got to be contained within that. So is 2 cubed part of 2 to the power of 4? Yes it is. Is 3 contained in 3 squared? Yes it is. And is 7 contained in 7 squared? Yes it is. So therefore, as each component is a factor of the other, then overall 168 must be a factor of 7056. Now part B, is 7056 a square number? Now if it's a square number, there must be a number which multiplied by itself gives you that number. So we want to see if we can break down 7056 into 2 equal bits. So let's go and write down its product of prime factors, 2 to the power of 4, 3 squared and 7 squared. That's just from up here. And let's break it down equally. So you want to give the same to the left-hand side as you give to the right-hand side. So 2 to the power of 4 can be broken down equally to 2 squared and 2 squared. 3 squared can obviously be broken down into a 3 and a 3. And a 7 squared into a 7 and a 7. So you have broken these down equally. So we don't even have to work out what each of these are, but we know that they are the same. So something times itself equals 7056. Therefore, 7056 is a square number. In short, as long as each of the powers is even, you know you are going to be able to split it down equally, and therefore it is a square number. Now, part C, circle all below those that are a multiple of 168. So this is similar to A, but just sort of the other way around. If any of these are multiples of 168, the product of prime factors of 168 has got to be included inside these numbers. Okay, because we're saying 168 times something gives us these numbers. So have we got all 3 of these components inside each of these 4 possibilities? Well, we haven't here, have we? Because 2 cubed is not contained inside 2 squared. Now with this second one, we have 2 cubed, 3, 3, 7, 7. So that is a multiple. It's just 5 times as big as it. 5 times 168. So that is a multiple, 168. This isn't, because 2 cubed is not contained inside 2. Okay, 2 times 3 times 7 is a factor of this. It is not a multiple. And then finally this one is, because we can hook out the 2 cubed, the 3 and the 7. They're all contained in that. So 168, which is what that is, times 3 is our number here. So that is a multiple of this. It is a multiple of 168. Right, now unless anyone else has got another question, I'm going to finish the live bit of the recording now. Of course you can still ask me, but you know, throughout the rest of the lesson, but now would be a good time to ask, because then everybody can have the benefits of listening to the answer. So anybody got any more queries? Nope. Okay guys, so either carry on with the rest, as much of the rest of that Michaelmas revision pack as you can. Do remember to save some time for your conclusions. That's the important bit. That's the bit that I want to know to see how you've got on with this. and that will help me plan my lessons going forward. And obviously, if you've done all that already, if you've finished the pack, if you've already answered all those questions, then just go on and do the first to 50 challenge, or improve your marks, or fill in your gaps. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.